Hey, how are you guys doing today? This is Carrie with Abstract Wellness. Just touching down a little later than normal. However, I did want to do this webcast today in reference to a lot of questions and a lot of things that have been coming up in relationship to cancer. Um, Again, you can either take this advice or leave it. It's at your discretion, but whatever you choose, please make sure that you check in with your physician in regards to any advice that I give you or anyone else gives you pertaining to any specific disease. Again, this is Carrie. Welcome. I appreciate you giving me the time. I just wanted to, again, touch base on it's a tricky topic, cancer. It's a scary word for a lot of people. A lot of people know someone or them themselves are dealing with the topic of cancer or this disease. It is an aggressive disease, no matter what part of the body it deals with. There are a lot of treatments out there for various types of cancer. And I basically wanted to touch base on the disease itself. I have been exposed to friends and or family members that have had this disease. And like I stated earlier, it can be very aggressive in certain stages. But I also wanted to let people know that there are alternative treatments or preventive measures that you can do in order to prevent certain cells from taking place and developing in your body. First and foremost, if you keep some sort of alkaline environment pertaining to your body, it is definitely harder for most diseases to progress in an alkaline environment. I truly believe that. There's a lot of research, a lot of data that supports this as well. So I'm not saying that if you have an alkaline body that you won't get a disease. You could get it and then it could very well go away. The cells could not develop the way that they would mature in a non-alkaline environment. So with that being said, there are some natural treatments that you could definitely look into, meaning if you wanted to maintain an alkaline diet, there are some things you could take. For example, this herb right here is called Chaparral. Chaparral has been utilized for a number of years for the treatment of various diseases, one of them including cancer. And what Chaparral does is it will, I won't say attack any abnormal or cancerous cells, but it will kind of dissipate them and kind of shrink them down to size and, work on those bad cells. It is a very bitter herb. It's very bitter. However, if you're able to tolerate it and you take that 2 to 3 times a day, there are numerous studies that support that this herb is powerful in the realm of treating various types of cancer. Also, we have here a papaya. This papaya has various nutrients and a lot of anti-cancer properties that, in addition to digestion and anti-inflammatory properties, it has a lot of nutrients in the papaya that fight cancer cells. And again, there are numerous studies that show that eating a papaya will also help in this realm as well. And there's a lot of people that suffer or have had cancer that also basically eat this fruit every day. Another item that I wanted to show you is reishi. And the reishi mushroom, in particular, the red reishi mushroom, it is a very, very popular item that has also been utilized to treat cancer. And in fact, in Japan, this is the #1 prescription that they give out. This is a tincture. However, in its original form, in the form of an actual mushroom, you're able to utilize the mushroom in teas. You can ground it up. You can also put it in foods. You can put it in the powder as a tea. You can use it as tea. You can use the raw mushroom as a tea as well. But it has been shown to give enormous amounts of energy, and it has been very promising in the treatment of cancer. So if you get a chance, please look up this information in regards to the treatments that they have over, like I said, in the East, like Japan and countries like that, where they actually do utilize the red reishi mushroom or the reishi mushroom to treat cancer. So you do have some alternatives out there to versus the alternatives that are here in Western medicine. And I know that that's kind of hard to grasp like right now, especially those that have seen this debilitating disease in whatever form that it takes in our loved ones or even yourself maybe, that, you know, is there really something natural out there that can be given that can possibly eradicate the many forms of cancer that's out there? And the answer is yes, there are natural alternatives to what is out there. And my firm belief is you do have medicine, and you have the doctors and the pharmacological companies that are basically hand in hand with each other, and they're making money based off of sick people. That's going to be, you know, 100% bet that they're going to be returning because you know what? They're sick. And the sad thing is that's a reality here in the U.S. And I've done a lot of research. I've ran across a lot of people that have dealt with numerous types of diseases, this being one of them. And I have to say that there's hope for people that have, or maybe it runs in their family, of different types of diseases such as cancer that can be treated and it can be prevented. First and foremost, limit your red meat intake. I know that it has iron. Red meat has iron. I'm not a red meat eater. However, I've noticed if they say, hey, it's protein, but there has been a lot of studies shown that people that consume a lot of red meat, unfortunately also do fall victim to cancer. I'm not saying just because you eat red meat that you're going to have cancer. That's not what I'm saying. I just basically said that, you know, if you watch what you intake, and that goes pretty much for everything. That goes for meat, that goes for sugar, that goes for starches. You know, nobody knows what to pinpoint as far as this disease or any diseases. But if you do your best to take care of your body will do its best to take care of you. Again, it's at your discretion whether or not you take this information or you leave it. You're more than welcome to share anything that I've stated with your physician as well. Remember, this information is not to take the place of any physician's advice, especially your physician. If this is indeed the scenario that you're going through, please note that these are just natural alternatives. And, you know, they do work for a lot of people out there, and a lot of people they might not work for, but it is available. And I feel like it's my duty to let you know what's available out there, especially some of the harsh drugs that a lot of cancer patients are on or go through. It's very bad. So there's also one more item. It's very limited here in the U.S. It's a fruit called graviola. Some people may know it as soursop. This particular fruit sometimes is fresh here in the United States. I don't have it here with me, but it is normally found in some farmers markets and some Asian or international markets. It comes frozen. This particular fruit is one of the best fruits that you can get as far as the properties that actually attack and fight cancer cells. And unfortunately, a lot of the things that can help illnesses or cure people or assist people in a healing process. A lot of these fruits and vegetables are not available here in the United States, which also makes you want to think, hey, what's really going on? But unfortunately, it's not here in the U.S. on a steady basis. It may come into the U.S. on a seasonal basis, but for the most part, it comes in its frozen format. Sometimes these particular fruits are imported from Mexico or maybe Venezuela or maybe other parts of the Caribbean. But this is a fruit that you really want to research. And if you're able to get your hands on this, then I say great. But if not, I would say look for the frozen format of this fruit. It comes in a package. It's like a package of pureed fruit that you might find at a supermarket, and it's called graviola, or some people in the Caribbean or in Mexico may know it as soursop. And like I stated earlier, this is one of the best anti-cancer fighting fruits that you can take orally, and it actually works. So please feel free to research anything I'm telling you. Like I stated, I've researched it extensively. I have friends and loved ones that have also been affected by this terrible disease, and it is very devastating. But for the survivors out there, if they were to take any of these items, I have to believe that it would do nothing but help you in your quest to live longer and, push you forth into greater things in the future. Also, if you would like to alkalinize your body, I do have an alkaline mix available on my website, and that's www.abstractwellness.com. Please feel free to check out the website. And if you have any comments or questions, please feel free to drop me a line. Thank you so much for allowing me to bring you this important information in regards to your health. And please remember, to know is to do better. Thank you. Have a good one.